Pirate?
Yeah, pirate.
Pirates on! Yay! Let's all get excited.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we were very, very excited. Speaking about pirates and vagabonds and thieves, we want to try and steal some system from all of what we're learning. So, wow, it is time consuming, isn't it, trying to learn the Forex? I've got to admit, it's an investment of time. Let's hope it's an investment of money as well, and it will come to fruition. So, I was quite excited seeing some patterns. I'm loving to see logical discipline. Kitchen? No, I'm recording at the moment, so I'll be playing later if I get some energy. See, even they're losing out, aren't they? And this is the whole point of doing all this, is so we can have more time to play with them. Huh? So anyway, look, so we've woke up, got them dressed, me and the missus brushed their teeth, put cream on the little one because she's got chicken pox. Yeah, went through clothes, played. I've been upstairs playing with kitchen, pretending to make lattes and breakfast and all sorts of stuff. Come downstairs, had breakfast. I've made some baguettes for myself because I've got a dietary requirement, so I have to make dairy-free and wheat-free baguettes for myself. Managed to fit in going out to the back garden, the shed at the bottom of the garden. There's a big, massive repair job. I've had to pull out all the felt, half of the roof. It's been there for over a year, mullered. I should have just went up there and banged a couple of nails and it would have been alright. But you ain't got the time and it costs you more money, and this is just life. So, been out there, letting that dry up. I'm going to go down the shop, get some felt, and I'll paint some nails into it as well. So that's all taken care of for the time being. And I'm coming in here, just going over what we learned, what I learned yesterday. So, I'm quite excited about it because there's definite patterns. This is a daily chart. See, I'm trying to get into the 4 hour and the 15 minutes, don't know how reliable they are. So let's just go through. What I'm going to do is I am going to get a notepad up, right, this one here, and all I'm going to do is mark out. I'm going to put an X if there's no pattern, and if there is a pattern and we see it working, then what I'll do, in fact, I'll put an X when it's working, and I'll put a dot when it's not working, so it'll be easier, yeah? So the first one, obviously up there, that comes down that way, yeah, there might have been a little bit here. We've got to bear in mind the scope, but if we know that we're going to have a certainty almost, mathematical probability, then we can put our stop losses there and take the hit. So that's an X. Okay, next one. That's in the process of being done. As you can see, it's up there. So the ones that we don't know about, I am actually going to put a question mark. So that's not a complete failed pattern. That is a question mark. So there's a question mark there. Next one, no pattern. But if we go back to the previous pattern, let's do it that way. So the previous pattern was definite X. Day pattern, it did go down, went up. There would have been a move there. Don't know how long for. That's gonna be the challenge, isn't it? We're gonna have to go. Okay. Let's talk about. In fact, our pattern is only go to 3. It's only going to the first or the second, yeah. So anything up to 0.386. That's all we care about on the move, isn't it? We're not caring about anything else because we can get too greedy. So the 386 there, definite. It hasn't made the 386, so but it hasn't completed in that pattern area, so we'll put a question mark on that. And then the next one will be an X. So I mean, that's well gone further on. And if you want to put some more trade on, that's fine. You take loss, up to you. I think I'm just going to just take the 386. So there's a 386 there, that's another X. Okay, this is the bullish pattern. And again, up to the 386 and beyond, that's another X. On the daily, this one, that's a failure. Although if you got in at the right time, you would have grabbed that bit there. It did get to the 386. So no, we're going to have to include that one. It's all about timing and up to the 386. So that would have been a good one. And that's the thing though, even though that's a foul pattern in the longer term push up, for us and what we're looking for, that's all right. There's another one, 386 X. Alright, now we did get to the 386 and then it pulls back, so that for us, because of our strategy, only needs that small movement. Okay, where are we at? Here. Okay, so this is in progress at the moment. Hasn't got to the 386 yet, so that one is a question mark. There's no pattern there yet, but we'll reverse back. Yeah, I hit the 386. That'll be an X. That's a 386, yep. We've hit the 386, yep. And we've hit the 386 there, yep. I'm just thinking the 386 marker was on the it was on the weekly chart, so we need to work out to see, we need to go and check the daily to make sure that that system still applies. I'm sure you can just adjust it, and that hit the 386, yep. So this is a supposed to be an upstream. Yep, there you go. So that's a definite hit as well. But this one's an interesting one. That's a massive pin bar. It appears to be no reason at all. But we need to be monitoring these things. Then we get the alert. I don't know how quick that happens, but if we're in tune, we can then find out. But there's a 386 here, it hasn't hit. But if we would have got in there, it would have been profitable. Depends. But I'm going to mark that one as a dot, because you can't win every trade, right? Hello, Mrs.
Hiya. Hiya.
Hiya. So the 386 is there. That's a profitable trade. You alright?
Mama.
Where's Mama? She's probably in the kitchen or getting you lot ready for the. Right, that hit the 386, but is that drop down? We need to look at that. I think they look like artificial bots forming patterns, but whether they are, they're not. We could probably turn it into a strategy. There's always a way. Always a way to combat the intelligence. So that's hit the 386.
Rucksack, ja, dann gehen wir gleich ins Auto, ne? Was? Ja. Genau. Ja. Rucksack, genau. Ja.
It's at the 386, but you'd have to got there in time.
Now, where's the letterbox key?
Should be there.
No, it's not.
Oh well, it might be in a pocket,
Where?
or kids might have had it. I'll have a look. I'm in the middle of doing something.
Oh no.
386. I'll find it in a sec. See, there's a lot of these spikes, and we want to try and identify what they are. They are definite change in direction or something, but they are very specific to forcing these patterns, which look more like manipulation or something there. So we'll come back to it, but still again 386 has been hit. The question on these manipulation ones is, do we have enough time when it hits that point to jump onto the trade or not? That's the next thing we'll need to see. And there's a 386 there, yeah. But even if you take out the manipulation ones and just work on the non-manipulated ones, the evidence on this is compelling, because on every single pattern we're finding, we're there. Right, I'll probably put the keys in my pocket, and it's probably sitting upstairs or something. It's probably really easy to resolve.
Right, no.
So,
Wait a minute, is it this one?
we'll check that.
Right.
It's probably in my pocket upstairs. Right, that one there's a positive.
Question is, where is it gone?
Well, I've told ya, it's probably upstairs in my trousers.
In your trousers?
Probably.
Oh, okay, I didn't.
If you can't find it, it's disappeared. It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right. And there's one there. That one there's a success. So I think the battery is going flat.
Right, close. Where's this?
And the last one, there's a pattern forming. Yes, we've hit the 386.
Kannst du es alleine anziehen, Klaus? Sock, sock, sock.
Alright, so you could argue, well, by the time you get into it, well, that remains to be seen, and that will definitely check that as well. And the manipulation ones, do we have enough time to get in there? But even if we didn't, I still think the ones that we did see, we've got enough time to do that. But just on the daily, this is what we're dealing with. All those X's are potential successful trades. So this strategy seems to be the one. Right, so I'm just going to pick one of these trades. Right, typical sort of move that we see like this, yeah. So we're going to now check this on the daily, the way we checked it on the we're going to check it on the daily just like we checked it
Shabby, shabby shoes.
on the
Susus.
weekly.
Susus.
Right, so let's just put that to one lot.
Susus. Here goes.
We're going down to 386, yeah?
Susus.
So already that's a £1,200 profit on that one trade. I will put the loss at 200, yeah? So 200 loss or £1,200 profit margin And because this is daily, we're talking about what, a 2-week trade or something like that, right? Now I'm just going to count. We don't know how many patterns we get in a year, but we are monitoring a lot of the trades, yeah? So let's just say it was a 12-month period, and I'll go back and I'll confirm that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 20. Right, so 27. There is 27. Okay, there is 27 potential trades there, and let's say that we're on average getting £1,000 a trade. 27 grand, right? And let's say that those losses, potentially one loss, but there's 2 unfolding. So let's say 3. That's £600. Take away £600. Right, 26 grand potential on dailies. Obviously you've got the overnight fees and the interest or whatever, but I think that would be negligible. I'm quite liking the look of this. I'm going to do some more investigation. I'm going to monitor on the daily and the weekly, and probably the monthly for chart formation, to get the overall general direction, and then we want to get in there really from the get-go, and I think that's quite a profitable way of trading. So we'll leave it there. I'll go and find the key. We'll go out and we'll go shopping and go and have some fun, and enjoy the nice weather.